Introduce on the show now. It's great to have a band on. Well, one half of a band, but I only need a few members to make it work. We've got the Night Thieves. Yes, the Night Thieves joining me, Danny, on my radio show, and a new addition to the podcast as well. Welcome to Rick, and we've also got Paul. Welcome to you both.
Thank you for having us.
Hey, thanks.
So, just want to say to Rick, we'd like to introduce yourself to the show. Then, what you do, what instruments you play, and over to Paul afterwards.
No worries. Cool. So I'm Rick. I play bass in Night Thieves and do a bit of backing vocals.
Yep, I'm Paul, guitarist, and do some of the programming in our songs as well.
Great. I'm correct, you are four-piece. I know the other two can't make it at present, but who are the other band members and what are their roles as well?
So we've got Jess who does vocals, and we've got Ryan who does drums for us.
Nice. So Jess is she the front woman, is she, of the band? Cool.
Yeah.
That's nice to have a nice vocalist in a rock band and with the guys as well.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's a really nice dynamic I think we have in the band.
It's a nice touch, isn't it? Like women and guys can equally work together.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, sure.
And say, Paul, how long have you guys been performing for?
So I think we met in 2018, maybe. So yes, it's been a few, what's that, 6 years now. So we've been together and yeah, live wise, yeah, there's been we've been ramping it up since, we got past the whole COVID thing. So
Sure. And another question I wanted to ask Rick, you might know this. So how did you decide on the name of your group? It's quite an ace name, the Night Thieves.
Thanks. I think honestly, I think there's just a WhatsApp chat somewhere of so many options that we went through at the time. And we were kind of just trying to find something that we all agreed on, honestly. I think it took a very, very long time, like literally a month or two of just WhatsApping different names between the load of us until I think we found, yeah, it's something we were kind of happy with that we felt captured the sound at the time.
That's amazing. You have a new single you're promoting called Walk Away. What's this track about? I'll ask a question to Paul.
Yeah, so this one, so lyrically, Jess was inspired by a book called The Ice Harvest. Rick might remember the author. I can't. So it's just it's a bit of like a crime novel. So it's lyrically kind of inspired by that.
Cool. And Polarity is a collection of songs, an EP you released earlier this year. And Rick, if you could describe Polarity in one word, how would you describe it?
I think without trying to use the album, the EP name, I would say I'd say opposites, but that's polarity in another word. So I'm trying to find something.
Yeah.
I'm going to say dynamic.
Cool. Very electrifying anyway, isn't it? So with these single releases, have you made or going to make any music videos to accompany this CP?
So we've made two. So we've got three videos for the four songs. So the first one was Collide, then Through the Looking Glass. Walk Away was the most recent. So that's like a lyric visualizer. And then we might decide to do just do a video for the fourth and finish it off, but we don't know yet. But
see what happens.
Why
not?
We tried to do something a bit different this time. Instead of like we tried to do some different types of music videos. So for Collide, we did a green screen video, which Paul actually directed for us. Then for another song called Through the Looking Glass, we did like almost a more traditional video, like a story type music video. And then recently, Walk Away, we wanted to do something that kind of captured the kind of essence of the book as well. So we did it's a lyric video, but we tried to capture a lot of imagery from the book.
Yeah, I see. And just continuing with that, Rick, your single Through the Looking Glass doing reasonably well on the listening numbers on the streaming platforms. And you mentioned it was inspired by a book like Alice in Wonderland, Lewis Carroll, possibly.
Yeah, that's Alice Through the Looking Glass. So I think Jess was trying to use that, but also I think there's a few other images in there, like as well as Alice in Wonderland. I think also a bit of like Stranger Things as well. I think she mentions like the upside down and things. It was kind of going through a mirror into another world. And I think we also did a video with that where we have an actress like going through looking glass. So it's all of that kind of imagery of like dual worlds, different positions, things like that.
So we've just asked a listener to check that one out, The Night Thieves Through the Looking Glass. They're in for a treat.
Cheers.
Yeah, we had a really good time doing that video.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And are you independent artists, musicians?
Yeah, completely independent. Yeah.
That's good. And who have been your musical like influences, like say over the years and decades?
It'd be a very long interview if we listed all of them.
Give me one then.
So one for me, and I guess it's sort of more recent, but it's probably Bring Me the Horizon. Certainly sort of in the last 6-7 years or so.
Yeah, I think when we started, we were kind of heavily influenced by things like Biffy Clyro. Incubus was a band that we all loved together, but Queens of the Stone Age, things like that. And over the past couple of years, I guess 3 or 4 years, there've been some really awesome bands that have really kind of captured us, like Spirit Box. We absolutely adore Spirit Box. More heavy bands like Ginger. And yeah, like as Paul said, like Bring Me the Horizon, we saw them live a couple of months ago, and they were just absolutely fantastic.
And your sounds as well. Would you say like you're a rock band with a slightly heavier edge to it?
I think, So I think someone described us before as being being a metal band for rock lovers, which I sort of agree with in a way.
Cool. And we're just trying to get Jess, who's a front woman
Okay, get Jess
on the band. She's just joined in, so we're just going to try and admit her into the room. So that's brilliant. How do you find the? I was just saying before the interview, how do you find the gigging scene at present? You know, with rock music and so on.
It's kind of I think there's a very strong scene, especially. Well, I mean, London, as they're saying, there's always something on in London, but that sometimes is a bit of a detriment because kind of got to shout above the crowd. There's always quite a lot of gigs going on. But yeah, we found that wherever we played, like there's always been a good group of people coming. And mainly it's just about going and enjoying it and playing a good gig. Honestly, we just love going and playing to people.
So you have like your own fan base following.
Yeah, and that's just increasing all the time, and we're getting to know quite a few other bands and stuff. So just trying to get together to arrange gigs with bands that we like and stuff. So
Nice. Right, I'm trying to get Jess on.
Yeah.
Handing over to Jess. How are we doing tonight?
Yeah, good, thanks. Sorry I'm late. My alarm didn't go off. I knew it was in 10 minutes time, but yeah, good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. And we'll just chat to the lads. You're the front woman of the band. What do you enjoy about performing with the group of lads?
Do I enjoy? I don't know. I'm always like in the moment. My brain's like once I'm in the moment, I think I just enjoy the energy on the stage with the guys, and yeah, it's always a lot of fun on the stage and engaging with the crowd too.
That's good. And do you enjoy performing at festivals as well?
Yeah, well, we haven't done many. That's what we're hoping to do at some point. I think, like personally, I've done like maybe one or two, but yeah, that's something I would definitely love to do more of.
And where are you guys based? Your locality?
So as a band, we sort of do the meetup in London, but I think we sort of dotted around the outskirts of the city now. So like myself, I'm kind of based in Essex. I was originally from East London, but pretty much now in Southend. And then we've got obviously Paul, you're in Welling. He's sort of still in London, still technically in London, eh?
Yeah, London, Kent, yeah.
Yeah,
And me
exactly.
and me and Ryan are up in Hertfordshire. But
Brilliant.
yeah, the central point is London, which
Yeah.
is handy.
I think they call it the home counties, don't they? The surrounding areas by
Yeah.
the M25, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Cool. And just wanted to say, people who listen to your music also have listened to Liquid State, the Kite Thief, Our Last Goodbye. Do you know them guys at all?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think so. We played a gig with Kite Thief. What was it in
March.
March? Thank you. And they were amazing, and they were the loveliest guys. And Liquid State we absolutely love as well. They're a fantastic band. Have heard of the Last Goodbyes, but I think I've heard one or two of their songs. But I'll make sure I check them out now.
Of course. If you had any opportunity to work with a guest in the studio, whether it's a solo musician, on the next opportunity, who would that be and why?
I don't know. There's so many you could pick from. I think some of our songs, some of the new ones we're writing, are a bit heavier. I mean, I'd love Sam Card from our Architects to, I don't know, to lend us some of his screams on a song.
Cool. How about you, Jess? Who do you look up to, like band-wise?
I guess so. I've always I think like Bring Me the Horizon's always like the big popular one at the moment, and kind of giving our music and stuff, it will be awesome to share the stage with them.
I just made a few notes here, like bands who've like fronted like with female vocalists, like Within Temptation, Evanescence. Are you into them types of music?
Yeah, Evanescence is a bit of a classic, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I used to listen to a bit of them a while ago. Yeah, so yeah, they're pretty
Back
cool.
in the day. And I better ask if you got any concerts, gigs, or shows coming up.
We have a few, haven't we, coming up shortly?
Yeah, we've just done our week. We just played Nottingham, Edinburgh, and Birmingham, and then in July we've got Luton, Hitchin, and Cambridge coming up. So we're doing like another weekender, and there's
Yeah.
some others in the pipeline, but we're just waiting to confirm those.
Brilliant, fantastic. And where's best for people to follow you, like social media, like say newsletters, emailing lists, streaming platforms?
Honestly, the best place is on Instagram. That's our most active that we keep up to date. So the handle is just Night Thieves Official. But there's also nightthieves.co.uk with links to everything on that as well.
Great. Well, guys, thanks for joining me on tonight's today's interview. We've got Rick and Paul and Jess as well. Thanks very much for your time today.
Thanks so much for having us.
Thanks for having us.
You're
Cheers.
welcome. Take care.
Cheers.